So I'm gonna talk about Artlist. I've been on Artlist for like 3 months now. This is my third month. Burning my credit for API for the third month, and I'll tell you a bit of my experience. I signed on wanting to do a little bit of a sound effect editing. I'm new to sound effect editing. I'm checking out all these YouTube viewer, the professional editor, and they all go to the Atlas website and they recommend it for hefty the toolbox of searching for the sound effect has been very easy to figure out. You just go to the stock category and then go to sound effect, and then afterward you searching whatever uh I'll type in one of them. Yeah, I don't know. I tried loading some of these things in raw like this, uh, and then for some reason it hit copyright strike. I don't know. That your YouTube was a bit sensitive, so I don't know if I should press on it and see if it works. In theory, it should be fine, but then if I'm not downloading it, maybe there's a hidden AI copyright thing here, just on the browser screen. I don't know. At least the AI is detecting something on the YouTube end. So I'm just gonna avoid click on them here as is because for some reason yeah, YouTube is just sensitive to it. Um, Let me see. They recently introduced the unlimited plan. There's a bracket of royalty free music, right? But then there's also a premium collection of music where you need to be on a higher plan to upgrade the max or something, which is around, I think, I'm not too sure how much it is. But the max plan, you get the most value if you're a heavy user of Atlas sound effect. And I'm not that heavy. I'm just using it for the low end version, so I think pro plan for me is gonna be enough. But I'm feeling my way around to see which music that I cannot access, and then the music are not AI generated. The music are like people created, so it's a bit more natural. So if you're gonna use it for a clip, it wouldn't sound off like a AI generation, and everybody kind of sick of it by now. So I can see a reason why I would want to upgrade to the max plan for a month or so, but it's quite expensive. I don't think most people can afford that unless you're a sound editor professional to do that all the time. That's what it is. They also introduced the new unlimited um image to video AI models, which is pretty much the same standard as a Higgsfield Freepik Magnific and the Adobe Firefly version of it. The price around the same amount. Um, and then I haven't used these other two. I might try to get on with it and then try to discover what they can and can't do. There's so many little plugins that's worth exploring too. I think those could be useful and streamline a lot of work. Yeah, I'm hoping that the next month I'll start using Atlas more holistically on sound effect, and then be very aggressive at learning how to do the sound add on, and then fix up the YouTube video clips that way. It's all very new, and I've been eager on to explore, but everything is so held up by now. I use the API credit mostly. I'll show you a little bit later. I think maybe this is something interesting, right? Where you only use it on the max plan. Uh, yeah, so there's a lot of heavy power user too here too. They're tailoring for professionals, sound effect guys, which is interesting. Uh, AI toolkit is where you want to look for the everything AI API credit, and then I don't use the image editor because I have it on another platform. So I only use it for video, and for the video I only use yesterday. I spent the whole day. And the reason why I'm talking about it now about Artlist is because it's on my mind. And we'll go for a little bit with you how the API cost is. And so if you're just trying to sign on, you have a clear idea what you'll be getting for a month of pro plan. 22 clips in total for Seedance, and they're all around 4 to 8 seconds each, and they're not 15-second long each. So I get around 22 clips for my amount of usage, and then if you hit the censorship wall, you don't worry about it because the credit is gonna be refunded. They worry good with that, and then in one way, if you hit the censorship wall, you try again, you get 3 strike and you're out. They ban you as a paying customer. You don't get to deal with that here with Artlist, so they're pretty normal as far as business practice go. Pretty normal people, and then I think they make the pricing for the API credit a lot more economical, a lot more standard industry. It's comparable to what some of the more economic model is right now, so it's pretty good. I mean, on the surface called Design, right? Design has one of the cheapest API costs for video AI, and then Artlist is almost closer to that now. Whereas one definitely not on the higher end anymore. Where one way now with the unlimited plan off, the API credit never make any sense. So with the unlimited plan going away, I think who's gonna engage with one way anymore? It's just gonna be enterprise user for them all the time. Are they foregoing the business altogether? But here, for the pro plan, you get a lot more value now. For the first month I was on 3 months ago, it wasn't like this. It was still 5 times more expensive. I could generate maybe like a 4 clip total. I'll show you on the first month. This is my second. Oh yeah, this is my first one. That's all I could generate for the first month. And this clip wasn't even Seedance. These were all Seedance. They were quite long. They were like 15-second long for this clip. So it's a little bit shorter that way too. There was a lot of pressure when the pricing was so expensive. I spent like a whole day trying to figure out what I'm gonna put in. But then now it gotten just a little bit cheaper, right? I kind of don't worry too much. I could do a lot of work yesterday with just 1 month. I could actually do an entire two 30 minutes 2 minutes 30-second clip, and then I posted it on Germania and try to do a competition with it. And that's what one can get you. In addition to the sound effect that you get from the Artlist Pro plan that is royalty free, right? Quite a package. I quite like them now. Yeah, it's a good move for them business wise. It's nice to see that they're moving in the right direction. For us, they're looking for any credit advantage to use it. Yeah, it's good. It's a very good change. So kudos to them. And then the one thing that I came across that was a little bit of an issue. My second month, right? This is my second month. How come there's only 2 clips here? Well, I went over. I waited until the last day, and then half of the credit for the first month expired, and I used it up thinking that I was trying to burn out the last month credit. So it burned into the second month, and then now so I only got 2 clips for the second month. And so my experience was that watch out for the time, because I don't think the time is exactly 5 p.m. as they say here. I think maybe your geolocation time zone isn't exactly the same as this one. Or at least you shouldn't be waiting until the very last day or very last moment for these monthly expiration credit. You should always give it 2-3 days ahead. Yeah, that's been my experience as a user of these annual subscriptions, and then yeah, just being savvy about when the credit expire. A lot of services kind of rely on a certain amount of user that they base to not use their credit fully. So as a whole, they could get a bit of a profit that way. And you expect when you subscribe to something annual that eventually you're not gonna be able to humanly keep up every month with the sheer amount of creativity, and it's quite a lot sometimes. Sometimes you get very tired. Like me, I miss a few months here and there on any annual service, and it's inevitable that you're gonna miss some. Um, so give it a few days space is a good idea. Other than that, nothing else I want to talk about with Atlas. I think this is all I know for now. I'm still feeling my way around the website. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's a huge advantage to see that the API costs have come down by a magnitude. Where before it was like, wow, it must be one of the most expensive API credit pricing around anywhere. So and they know that that's how they will perceive. So without going into a loop, I'm just gonna end it here. And I really should be talking about censorship too. Censorship on Seedance, because I'm mainly engaging only on Seedance clip here, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. First month I could not do anything combat. Character running, character walking, riding, and thing. It was very, very sensitive. The epic battle scenes, medieval battle scene, I couldn't do it. I resorted to stick figures because my mind was still wired to the combat scene, and I couldn't invent anything new at the time. And it was last day and the credit was expiring. You see me hitting a lot of censorship wall at where I just the combat scene weren't gonna fly here, and I still don't do anything violent here. Into the third month, but I noticed that they relaxed a little bit. The first one was kind of even a bit of a clunky mess too, where they were integrating Seedance into the system where I could only load the character sheet reference. I couldn't load the second image reference, and they just wouldn't take. So they still got some bug programming thing going on. And it's not a problem anymore. But the first month I had to test prompt the background. So it was an interesting trick to work around. On top, yeah, it was a bit of a stress the first month because not only could I not do combat, right, which I set up all these images just to do combat scenes, and I thought, this didn't turn out too bad, See, then it's just do more normal scenes, but I really didn't have too many of those scenes around. This scene should get censorship wall. Versus now in the latest third month, you could do this. Surprisingly, Atlas let me, and you can do anger emotions. And this is important because on Adobe, I try anger emotion with Cling 3, and they won't let me. They censor anything that with anger or anything with combat, and so how Atlas becomes very, very spacious. I don't know if they can do violence in a medieval combat. I might want to try to go back to it the 4th month and see if something changed there. If they relax the generation a little bit. It was a cause of stress for me. I was like looking at Atlas and I was like thinking, oh my goodness, if this platform has so many censors and then I couldn't even put in more than one reference image, and then there's still a face censorship with Seedance on the Dreamania API end. Alright, so if you put the start frame and there's a human face there, for a while there, the human face that is a digital character will not go in, and that is still the case in the Dreamania website. And so here yesterday, the whole day I was plugging all these human faces images in, right? And there's no censorship wall. That means Atlas did something to deliberately de-censor and make it more engaging, make it more usable. And the fact that I could do most of my clips on Atlas alone, just to go to show you how usable it is now. compared to what it was. My mind was literally calculating like rocket scientist calculation about how I can pass the censorship wall by in the month one. So a lot of major improvement in addition to the fact that they lowered the pricing significantly and now you can do a wholesome amount or Seedance clip. 2 minutes and 30 seconds worth, you can do a lot with that. You can make a file short and then on social media and what he's saying and make a complete story. I made this clip completely just and then I posted on the Germania website because they were asking for Seedance competition. So and you can do all this. Yeah, just 1 month of pro plan. So impressed with how deliberate they changed their tune, and I think the Artlist is set up for success. So give them a try. Give them a shot. I'm not that affiliated with them or anything. I've been liking what they're doing. So kudos to them. Yeah. And maybe in the fourth month I'll come back and share what I learned about sound editing with sound effect and see how much that improved my video clips. Alright, that's all for now for this clip. Hope this helps somebody out.